guys, Risque here, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. So, last we left off, we were here in the greenhouse. I think we're about to wrap up this Kew Gardens case. It's okay. We have escaping the room, inhaling the spores. Okay. So, yes, and yes. Seems right to me. Wait, build sequence. What does that mean?
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's go perform our experiment on the ventilation system. I don't know what that means. Y'all gotta stop forcing me into this concentration mode when I don't need to be in it. Like, what is actually wrong with you?
First of all, I need to visit the Colonial Collection Room to see how those caterpillars dropped onto the deadly plants.
Well, god damn it. So is that where I just was, right? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Oh my god. Watson, move. Jesus Christ. Good god, what the hell? What's going on over here? Did I already know about this? Okay, yes I did. Never mind. Okay, dry tropics. I mean, does it really matter? So...
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Oh. Gotcha.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Was there something about... Okay. Okay, whatever. Shut up. I don't understand why they automatically switch me into concentration mode right there. Okay. Let's do this. Up. Okay, on.
Before starting the engine, the power is on.
Okay.
The engine cannot be stopped. The engine has stopped.
Seems kind of ass backwards to me, but okay.
The ventilation system is working.
Okay. So what does that mean? Can I look at this? Can I investigate it at all? No? This is a very bizarre experiment. Okay, so what? Watson, you're like no help.
Now we need to see if we can activate the fans from Mr. Hamish's and Albert's space.
Oh, okay. So we need to go to both of their offices. Gotcha. I'm definitely excited to not ever be at this greenhouse again. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, because this is... Right.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Mm-hmm. So what about it?
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the colonial collection room.
Yes, I know this. But how would we turn on a fan? Ah, there we go.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Okay. Let's follow this along, I guess. Alright. 2 for 2.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
Okay, cool. Thank you for not making me run all the way back there.
Perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the colonial collection room.
This is very true. Okay. Hamish's opportunity. Martin Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the deadly plants in the colonial collection room. As a biologist, he would have understood the technicality of how to do this. That's true. Albert doesn't really know about that stuff. Hamish is guilty. Martin Hamish could be the killer. He had the opportunity to steal the Divine Syndicate's plants and stimulate them from his workplace directly after he had locked Montague Dunn inside the colonial collection room. Arrest Martin Hamish. Effect the arrest of Martin Hamish. Let's do it. I knew I never trusted that asshole.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Sounds great. Why can't I remember? There we go. Albert's lack of experience. Albert is not very good at botany. It is doubtful that he could have learned how the plants might release their deadly spores. For Albert's studies, Albert had the biological knowledge to simulate the deadly plants. I don't think he was involved. Okay. Yeah. To Scotland Yard. Although I don't necessarily think that Albert didn't want his dad dead. Okay. Who do I need to talk to?
A very good day to you, my friend. Is Inspector Lestrade in?
The inspector's waiting for you in his office.
Sweet. All I needed to know. Where is his office?
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Sometime later. Sometime today, please, thank you.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Sweet. Where is the large glass house? I mean, I'm guessing this as a whole is the large glass house? Right? Oh!
My God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Wow, okay. Did not see that coming.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Damn. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Farewell. Yikes. Is that it? Nope.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
The fuck's a club foot got to do with anything? The hell are you talking about? Hamish acted alone. Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his clubfoot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door at the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system. Did he have an accomplice? I mean, I knew he didn't act alone. Talk to Lestrade. Discuss with Lestrade the possible impact of new clues found on the body of Martin Hamish. Oh, good God.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and
Oh, for fuck's sake.
so that we
Okay.
may recreate the events of that morning.
Okay, Martin Hamish and Montague Dunn went to meet Albert in the Seat House at around 9:30. Okay. So... Right. Albert meets Montague Dunn. Okay. It was around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dunn went out to the backyard. After 10 minutes... Okay, so... Hamish and Montague Dunn, okay. 20 minutes to 10, so that would be there. After 10 minutes, Dunn recommended his inspection. and entered the dry tropics room. Hamish returned to the seat house. Okay, so there and there. Okay. So Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. So that goes here. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40 when she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse. And joined them there, okay. So that goes there. So Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Montague Dunn was unwell, which is around 10:30. And Albert was in the seat house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. Wait. Minutes past 10. Okay, so 10:10. Gotcha. And then, right, same time, right? Okay. Right?
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door, more than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Okay. So White had time, or White is not involved. I mean, she did have time. I could see her doing it. Albert is not involved. Martin Hamish and Albert are not accomplices. It is unlikely that Albert would have had the opportunity, and 10 minutes would not have been enough time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. I don't think he was involved, though. She had more motive than he did, in my opinion. So I could say that, or I could probably switch it up and say Albert studies and that Albert is involved. But then I would also have to switch this and something else. Oh. Well, no, it has to be Albert. Or it has to be White. Okay. Sticking with my original hypothesis. You know what? Let's condemn her. Why not? Miss White is a dangerous woman very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dunn's son Albert and later pushed Martin Hamish to his suicide. She deserves the rope. Yeah. Listen here, bitch. You can't get shit past me. I'm a motherfucking genius. You don't know who you're messing with.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Oh, Lord.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
I just don't... That's fine. I don't really care about this bitch.
This is tragic, Holmes.
Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
Poor child. Okay. Miss White is a dangerous woman very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder. When she realized that she was unable to make any further monetary gain from Montague Dunn, she advanced her affections to Albert, his son. She was the one who locked the door of the Colonial Collection Room directly after Hamish released the caterpillars and then pushed Martin Hamish to a suicide only to cover herself. She got what she deserved. Am I right? Okay, I did it. How about that? She was the one who locked the door of the Colonial Collection Room directly after Hamish released the caterpillars, and then pushed Martin. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm happy. Awesome! We got the sympathizing personality. Okay. A deadly flower. Half Moon Walk. Can I... Okay, we'll go ahead and just watch the opening cutscene, and then we're going to end the episode after that.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet. They...
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Oh, Lord. Okay. On that note, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, hit the bell so you don't miss an upload, and I'll see you guys next time.